Thanks, dear my lord. Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primest elder's curse upon it. A brother's murder. Bow stubborn knees, and heart of strings of steel. Be as soft as a newborn babe. Oh, maybe. Now I will do the pat. Now that he is praying. So now, I do it. And so, he goes to heaven! The villain kills my father. And to the same villain I do send to heaven. 'Tis murder and salary, not vengeance. Till then, up sword. When he is in his rage, or drunk in his sleep, or in the incestuous pleasures of his bed, how tripping so his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul be as black as hell itself. Now to my mother. My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts, never to heaven go. Mother, what is the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, question with a wicked tongue.
Nay then, I'll set those two that can speak.
Come, sit you down. You will not!
Nay, help, thou murder me! Help!
I'm not that different! Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A rash and bloody deed, dear mother. Oh, it's fast kill a king and marry his brother.
As kill a king?
To my word, mother, thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better.
What have I done, that thou darst wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
An act, good mother, that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrites, makes merit vows as false as dicers' oaths. Heaven's face is thought-sick at the act.
Okay. Speak to me no more. Thou hast turned my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grainy spots. Speak no more! These words like daggers enter my ears, no more speak to us.
Look now at this picture. Presented of two brothers. Look you how nobly grace sits upon this ground. A combination in form indeed, that God did seem to set his seal to make assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now upon what follows. This is your husband, like a mildewed ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you not on this fair mountain sit and feed to fatten up this boy? Have you eyes? What judgment would lead from this to this? Oh, save me and hover over me with your gracious wings. What would your heavenly figure?
Alas, he's mad!
Do not forget! This visitation serves to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting spirit. Speak to her Hamlet.
How do you now, mother?
Alas, how is it with you? That you do bend your eyes on vacancy. Whereon do you look?
Unto him! Look you how pale he glares!
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all is that I see.
Look you how he steals away! My father in his habit as he was in life!
This is the very coinage of your brain.
This is not madness I utter, mother. For love of grace, confess yourself to heaven. Repent what is past, and avoid what is to come. Do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
And throw away the worst part and the pure with the other half. Good night, but go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have not. And if thou is desirous to be blessed, then I'm blessing beg of you, for the same Lord. I do repent, but heaven hath pleased so.
What shall I do?
Do not let the bloat king tempt you to bed, pinch wanton on your cheek. Call you his mouse, and in exchange for a pair of reaching kisses, unravel all that has unfolded tonight. That you are not, that I am not, in madness, but mad in craft.
Hamlet, if words be made of breath, and breath be given life, I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
Alack, I'd forgotten. 'Tis so concluded hard.
There are letters sealed. My two schoolfellows, my trust as adder's fame. Bear the mandate and sweep my way, and marshal me to neighbor. Let it work. This man will upset me in packing. I'll lug the guts to the other room. Come, my lord. Good night, mother.
Alas, my lord, the things I've seen tonight.
What, Gertrude? How hard does that?
Mad! As the sea and wind when both contend, whichever is mightiest. In his lawless fit, he hath killed the good old man.
Oh, heavy deed! It hath been so with us had we been there. His liberty is full of specs to us all. To you yourself, to us, to everyone. Alas, how shall this bloody deed be answered? The sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we will ship him hence. How now? What hath befallen?
Where the bodies of said my lord. We cannot get from him.
Where is he?
Without my lord guarded to know his word, to know your pleasure.
Bring him before us.
What ho! Bring in the lord!
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
Supper where?
Not where he is eating, but where he is being eaten.
Alas, alas.
King made fish with a worm, and hath eaten of a king. It eat of that fish and hath fed on that worm.
What dost thou mean by this?
Nothing more than to show how a king made progress through the guts of a beggar.
Where's Polonius?
In heaven, sent thither to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But if you find him not within a week, you will notice him on your way up the stairs to the lobby.
Go seek him then.
He will stay until you come.
Hamlet, this deed for thine especial safety for England.
For England.
Aye.
Well then, to England, good mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Father and mother is man and wife. Man and wife is one in flesh. So then, to England, farewell, good mother.
Away! Everything is sealed and done. And England, if my love holdeth at aught, my letters congruent to that effect. The present death of Hamlet. Do it, England.
She speaks much of her father. She says she hears the tricks and hems of the world, and her bleeding heart. Look where she comes.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head, a grass green turf, and at his heels a stone.
How do you?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I cannot help but weep to think that they will lay him in the cold ground. My sister shall know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you. Oh, Gertrude, Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not in single spies, but in battalions. First her father slain, next your son gone, and he by his own just removed.
Alack, what noise is this?
Attend!
Where is the king?
Calmly,
Thou by your king?
calmly, good Laertes.
Give me my father!
Good Gertrude. Do not fear our presence.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
How came he dead? I will not be juggled with. To hell allegiant. Let come what comes. Only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
Good Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your dear father, is it writ with your revenge that you draw on both friend and foe?
None but enemies.
Why, now you speak like a good child, and a true gentlewoman.
How now? What noise is that? They bore him barefaced on the briar. Hey, nunny, nunny, hey, nunny. And in his grave reigns many a tear. Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh heavens, is it possible that a dear maid's wits can be as immortal as an old man's life? There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray you, love, remember. There's pansies. That's for thoughts. There's fennel for you, and columbine. There's rue for you, and here's some for me. You must wear your rue for difference. There's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. And will he come again? And will he come again? No, no. He is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He will never come again. Do you see this, O God?
Laertes, I must commune with you if you agree, or you deny me my will.
Let it be so.
Give us leave. Where the offense is, where the great axe fall. Young Hamlet hath slain your noble father.
So tell me, why you proceeded not against these feats, so crimeful and so capital in nature?
Oh, for two special reasons. The queen, his mother, lives almost by his looks. The other motive is the great love the general gender bear him.
And so have I, a noble father lost. But my revenge will come.
Laertes, was your father dear to you?
Why ask you this?
Not that I do not think you love your father, but what would you undertake? To show yourself indeed your father's son, more than in words.
To cut his throat.
Good Laertes, revenge should have no bounds, but we'll put a wager on your head. He, being remiss, most generous and free from contriving, will not peruse the foils. And so you may choose a sword, unbaited, and a passive practice, requiting for you.
I'll do it. And for that purpose, I will note my sword. I bought an unction of a mountebank so mortal that where it draws blood, no cataplasm can save the thing from death.
Ah, when in your motion you are hot and dry, as make bouts more violent to that end. And he calls for drink. I'll prepare from a chalice for the occasion, whereon but sipping, if he by chance escape your bounds. Our purpose may hold there. But stay, what noise?
One will not tread upon another's heels, so fast they follow. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drown? Where?
There lies a willow, askant a brook. There his core leaves the glassy stream. She came gathering fantastic garlands of cornflowers, netties, daisies, and long purples, which liberal shepherds give grosser name. When, clambering on the glimmering stream, she fell in the water. Her clothes bore up around her. Mermaid-like, she began chanting old tunes, unaware of her own distress, when suddenly her clothes grew heavy with drink and pulled her to her muddy death.
Last thing, she's drowned?
Drowned! Drowned.
Adieu, my lord. Have a speech of fire that fame replaced with, that this folly doth.
How much I had to do to calm her rage. Now I fear she will give it start again. I must follow.
In youth, when I did love, methought it was very sweet to contract the time for my behove. But age with his stealing steps have clawed me in his clutch and have shipped me unto the land as if I had never been such.
Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
For my part, I do not lie in it, yet it is mine.
What man dost thou dig this grave for?
For no man, sir.
And for what woman then?
For none neither.
Then who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
Absolute the knave. Who is to be buried in it?
I've been a grave maker since the very day young Hamlet was born, some 30 years. Here's the skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Who's this?
A whoresome mad fellows it was. This same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull. The king's jester.
This?
E'en that.
Let me see. Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A man of infinite jest, magnificent fancy. He bore me on his back 1,000 times. I now abhor it in my imagination. My gorge rises at it.
Her obsequies have been as far and large as we have warranty. Her death was doubtful. She should have in ground and sanctified have lodged. Yet here she is allowed her virgin crams, her maiden streamings, and the bringing home of Belle and Mary.
Must there no more be done?
More be done.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring.
How now, the fair Ophelia?
I had hoped that thou shouldst have been my sweet Hamlet's wife. Sweet's my sweet, farewell.
Hold off the earth a while, until I have caught her once more in my arms.
Who is he whose grief lies such an emphasis? It is I, Hamlet the Dane.
That devil take thy soul!
I prithee, remove thy fingers from my throat. There's something endangered. Let thy wisdom fear.
What them from the
Hamlet!
Be quiet!
I loved Ophelia.
40,000 brothers, with all the quantities of love, could not make up my sum. Why do you use me such? I love thee ever.
Her matters not. For cat will meow, and dog will have its day.
Follow him close. Wait upon him. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter at the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son.
Willest thou hear how I did proceed?
I beseech you.
Sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair. Willest thou hear the effect of what I wrote?
Aye, good my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king. With England as our faithful tributary, without abatement, further more or less, these bears be put to sudden death.
So, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern go to it?
Why, man, they did make love to this employment. And their defeat does by their own insinuation grow.
Why? What a king is this?
He hath killed my king, and whored my mother. Pops between the election and my hopes. Is it not good conscience to quit him with this arm?
Peace. Who comes here?
Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you. Dost thou know this waterfly?
I do not, my lord.
Put your bonnet to its rightful purpose before your head.
I thank you, your lordship. It is very hot.
No, it is very cold. There's a northerly wind. And yet, I find it sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry. My lord, His Majesty bade me signify to you that he has placed a great wager on your head. The king, sir, lay then in a dozen passes between yourself and Laertes. He shall not exceed you 3 hits.
Well then, the swords be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king holdeth purpose. I will win for him if I can. If not, I gain nothing but shame and the odd hits.
The king and queen are all coming down now.
Come, Hamlet. Come and take his hand.
Give us space. Give me your pardon, sir. I have done thee wrong. Everything I have here done, I proclaim was done in madness.
I do receive your offered love, like love, and will not wrong it.
I humbly thank you. This brother's wager frankly pray. Come, give us the swords. Very well, my lord. Your grace has laid the odds on the weaker side.
I do not fear it. I've seen you both. And if Hamlet are to give the first or second hit, the king shall drink 2 Hamlets' better breath.
Come, sir.
Come, my lord.
Ha! One!
No!
Judgment!
A hit, a very palpable hit.
Roll again!
Stay! Give me drink. Hamlet. Why, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health.
I'll play this bout first. Set it by a while. Come. Another hit. What say you?
A touch. A touch. I do confess it.
Our son shall win.
The queen causes to thy fortune, good
Gertrude!
man.
Do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you, pardon me.
It is the poison cup. It is too late.
I'll hit him. That is almost against my conscience.
Come, Laertes. Pass with your best violence, I fear that you make a wanton of me.
Have at you now!
Look to the queen there! How?
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How is it with the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No, no, Hamlet, the drink, wait.
Oh, villainy, treachery, seek it out!
It is here, Hamlet! Hamlet! Thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. The foul practice hath turned itself on me. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, invaded and envenomed. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not between us. The king!
No! No! What's a venom too? And venom to thy
Oh, yet defend me, French life and heart.
murderous damn thing! Follow my mother. I die, Horatio. Report me and my cause a right to the unsatisfied.
Never believe it. I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here, get some liquor left.
No! If thou art a man, give me the cup. By heaven, I'll have it. If thou ever didst hold me in thy heart, then draw every breath in pain and tell my story. Oh, I die, Horatio. The rest, silence.
night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.